Alright, welcome back. We continue with our painting progress for the day. Got a few other projects to keep working on. I started this like skull pirate ship piece a while back, and it was pretty cool. Just got a little bit stuck on it. I think I'm finally ready to get back to it. This one's a commission I took about a couple of months ago, so I've kept the client waiting a little too long on this one. And I was like, you know what? I am feeling inspired today. I'm feeling good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and see what we can make happen with this one. My computer keeps telling me my CPU is overworked. It seems to be working. What's up, Corey? Good to see ya. Alright, that one seems to be working. Let's see, Facebook's working. Yep, that says I'm live. Good. And Instagram. Instagram is hard to get people to see that I'm live on Instagram, but whatever. At least we are live. I am back. Looks like Twitch is working as well then. Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and try and get this skull a bit more figured out. I've painted this skull probably like 6 or 7 times now. Every time it's not been what I wanted. So we're gonna try some new things. Let's go indeed. Let's go. Yeah, this may take a couple of layers of paint over the top of this skull. Might be able to use some of it, but I think for the most part, this skull, which is like the 4th or 5th one that we've painted. Oh man, so no. This is like the 4th or 5th one I've painted, and still didn't like it. So we're gonna try again. Just gonna grab a small brush. This is actually the same brush we were using for the previous painting. This is really dark. I'm gonna play with the camera settings again and see if I can get the stream to look a little better. Brightness up. Just tweak some sliders. Look a little better. Well, it looks bad. I don't like that. It looked good on the little screen, but on the bigger screen it looks really bad. Alright, let's try this. Trying to get it to look as accurate to the original painting as possible. Right around there. Kind of feel like I should be buying a new webcam at some point soon. I've been using this same webcam for years. Like, I'm pretty sure I used this webcam in my old duplex back in Grandview that I haven't lived there in 5 or 6 years. So, yeah. It might be close to time to get a new webcam. The cheekbones around the same place. If anybody didn't see, I just made my post for my new painting. I just posted it. I'm very excited. I hope people like it. Posted it on my Instagram and Facebook and Etsy and Patreon. So I'm hoping it does well. What just disconnected? Changing from a moody teenager to a rocket scientist. It's already looking so much better. It's looking a bit more gothic, a bit more spooky. A darker color. Graphics drivers are crashing on your laptop. Yep. Not fun. My computer's just been being wacky lately. And granted, this is my older computer. This is the one that I use downstairs in my office. So I have a better computer upstairs, but that's the one I use for all my work upstairs. I mostly just use this one to send out like Etsy orders and do like prints pretty much. It's most of what I do on this computer downstairs. That is looking so much better. To this be on Etsy, Easter man loves sailboats more than anything. His birthday's May. Okay. Oh, it might. Yeah. I'll make sure that it's cool with the client. But she's chill. I think it's a she. She's super chill. So I'm sure she will be. And it's my painting after all, so if I want to make prints of it, she's gonna have to pay me a lot more to not make prints of it, so. A bit more saturated red in here, get some texture to these sails. There we go. Yeah, this is looking so much better. This one's been sitting here like almost finished for weeks. And I've just been too like, I don't know. Just haven't been able to like bring it home. Like it's been so close, yet so far. It's one of those where like if it was my own painting that I was just painting for me, I probably would have finished it like a long time ago. But because this is a commission, I like way psyched myself out. I like hold myself to such a higher standard. Cause I'm like, oh, this isn't a painting for me. This is a painting that someone else has already like prepaid me for. Like if it turns out bad, then client's gonna be pissed and they're gonna feel like they paid me money to paint something that looks bad. That looks much spookier. If this was digital art, I would literally just like lasso tool this and drag it up a little bit. Oh. I think I need to like highlight more of the ship back here to make this make a bit more sense. So I just put another, that might help actually. Just put another stick coming up behind it. We love it. Yeah, it's getting there. Already looking better than it did just a little bit ago. It was a charcoal ship. There you go. Cool. Bring this closer so we can see it. Looks a bit more vampire. I'm glad you're feeling better. Put some zombies in it. What's up, Chaz? Yeah, this one's a commission for someone. They wanted a vampire pirate gothic painting. They said that their whole house's aesthetic was gothic vampire pirates. And I was like, alright. Like, yeah, I just really want an original painting from you. And if you think you could come up with anything gothic vampire pirate aesthetic, then I would absolutely be thrilled. And I was like, alright, I'll see what I can come up with. So I did a little sketch of this, made a little sketch in Blender, and then sent it out, and she was like, yes, exactly that. I want that. I was like, sweet. I can make something that looks a lot like that. Yeah, it was a very like quick mock-up in Blender, so it wasn't like a full like 3D sculpt or anything. Like I just kind of dragged and dropped a pre-built pirate ship asset, and it looked cool, but it wasn't quite, didn't quite do the trick for getting the whole painting figured out. So I've had to go back and rework it. a quick mock-up. Oh, a quick mock-up. No, I would get canceled if I used a click mock-up. I feel like if I used a click mock-up, people would be like, "What? You used AI?" Let's get in there. Yeah, the Claire Obscure newspapers was blown so hard out of proportion. Like, I'm as anti-AI as they come, but my golly, if you're losing your mind over some newspapers that were patched out as soon as they found out that they were AI, yeah, that's a bit dramatic if you ask me. Just lay out on the couch. Yeah. Yeah, I used the acrylic background and oils on top. Ever since I've gotten this illustration board, I've just been wishing that I'd used illustration board on this one. That stuff is so nice. The board that I'm using for this piece. I'm using this illustration board where you can like pencil draw on it and then just like paint over the pencil drawing. It would have been so nice to have like a fully rendered pencil drawing for this one. Alas, I was not taking all of Dan's advice at the point that I was sketching this one. You got some acrylics? Well, that's cool. Oh, feel free to ask me any advice you want on it. And when you're asking for art advice, feel free to like put it in the ideas and feedback channel on my Discord so that other people... Oh, you got some board. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, feel free to like put questions like that in the advice and feedback channel on my Discord server. That way other people can feel free to also type in there, and I just want to get that stuff more active, so that'd be cool. I want other people to see other artists working on stuff, and then feel free to ask me questions, because like that's what the Discord server is for. That's like the one-on-one type of stuff that you can get from there. It's just like, hey, I'm working on this project, what do you think of this? And I'll be like, that looks dope, or try this. Trying to get those eyes. No, you can absolutely DM me as well. But I'd love for people to feel comfortable and welcome to ask for advice in the server. Oops, I just painted over a tooth. Oops. Idiot. Nah. I want this thing to look like it's like screaming as it's going forward into this storm. Like the skull is like defiantly charging into this storm with the ship. Yeah, it looks silly. I think before my skull looked a bit like goofy. Like it looked like it was smiling, whereas now I think it looks a bit more like a scary skull. Because Gothic vampire pirate theme. Need to look intentional. I was planning on streaming more earlier. I was planning on getting back on earlier, but I ended up getting ADHD hyper focused on posting my new dragon painting around. And I was like, oh well, I should make the prints listing too, and oh, I should post this on Patreon, get the print of the month people excited about it, and just kind of time just kind of got away from me. But we're back. I took a picture of my new painting, and I took a video with it, and I posed with it and everything, and I was like, all right, I think it is looking good. There we go. Wouldn't stop till I was done. That's right. Also, if anyone watching is interested, I did just post a new painting. My new dragon painting. I just posted it on my Facebook and my Instagram and my Patreon. There's a headlamp when cleaning the house. Nice. I'm sure that would help to be able to see what he's picking up a bit better. Like the role-playing apocalypse. You guys are goofy. 100 people liked my photo. That's great. The artwork on them. Yeah, he showed me earlier what they look like. Sent me like the listing for them. And I don't like them. I never said I don't like them. This is looking so much better. For my opinions. They were sure some boxers. They had little elf leaves on them. Guess I'm just not a very opinionated person when it comes to boxers. He hates them. So much hate. Just loathing. I'm just over here seething at the very thought of y'all's elf boxers. Rage baiting a terrible clip up. Throw a shoe. Yep, that sounds like something I would say. That's me. Just the guy that throws shoes. I feel like I need some more highlight back here. There's definitely something I should have done like before this step, but this whole painting has been like that, where I'm just like making changes after it should have been too late. There's like another lightning bolt back here. Just kind of breaking up the silhouette. Looks cool. Looks cool. I promise I'm gonna get better at this, guys. I'm gonna actually plan my paintings someday. Actually gonna start a painting with a good plan going in. Someday. Just keep hearing Dan say backwards to foreground. You just did the camera, not very disability friendly. Yeah. Yeah, I could probably add some more highlights on these waves down here to make it look like the waves are like crashing up against the ship. Just in like very specific places. That looks cool. And trust me, this looks much better in person than it does on the camera. I think I may need to start thinking about getting a new camera for streaming, because I've seriously been using this one for so long. My computer also doesn't like external microphones, so trying to use this mic with the camera, it's pretty much the only option I got. Texture in the sky. Yeah, texture in the sky is looking pretty cool. I used like a fan brush and like flicked it on there, so it's like splattered. And a couple more like wavy details up in here. I'll blend those back up. Oh yeah, that looks nice. That is nice. Yeah, this sail that's flying in the wind. I feel like I need to like pump the brakes on the red a little bit, but she wanted red, black, and white color scheme. So that's what I got going here, is the red, black, and white color scheme. I'm like, is it too much red? Did the red take over? I'm like thinking about glazing over the top of that red with a darker color and just like kind of bringing most of the color focused right around here and then kind of pushing some of this back. I think that could help a little bit. Yes, so anti-red people. I think one of the reasons I've had such a hard time with this painting too is because every time Shannon walks in and looks at it, she just gives it this look. Like anyone with a significant other that is honest with their opinions understands. She just gives it this look of like, charging that how much for that? That's what she does to most of my commissions. She's like, how much are you charging for that? It's like, don't you think you should put a little more effort in? And I'm like, I thought I did put so much effort in. Yeah. I don't know. I think I want to keep the red just to the sails. Like, unless I went all in on the red and like, I don't know, the sails look great. I think I'm gonna try using a big brush and glazing some of that dark color over. Disagree. Mixing up like a dark Payne's gray color, and it's gonna show up really dark at first. Back. Whoop. Okay. It's gonna show up really dark at first, and then it's gonna, once that paint thinner kind of dries, it'll lighten up a little bit. But I'm trying to get this, like, think of it as like an adjustment layer in Photoshop. Like, this is like a multiply layer. Just like darkening certain areas and lightening others. To wrap your head around for Procreate. Yeah, so pretty much you just it's taking whatever's on there, and it's like adding a darker layer of opacity over it. The overlay layer is also really helpful, because overlay, it's pretty much just taking the like color and value that you already have there and keeping, it's keeping the base like color and opacity, but adding it as like a, I guess I'm not the right person to explain these, because I'm still trying to figure them out myself most of the time. But yeah, it's like adding layers of opacity. I usually just grab the layer and then start throwing around random adjustments over it. Like, you can like select the layer and like duplicate it, and then change the like it's a little N, and you can like slide the opacity, but change it from normal to multiply, overlay, soft light, hard mix, soft mix, and like you can like scroll through all of them while you're seeing what looks good and what doesn't. And so you can kind of like preview all of them and see what looks best with what you're trying to do. So go over the light as well. And that's actually going to make the lighter parts look brighter. Darker parts look darker. I'll leave certain areas really bright. Yeah, see, I'm just like changing the opacity of what I'm working with just by glazing these transparent colors over the top. But the important thing with traditional oil painting and using glazing is that it has to be dry. It has to be completely dry, or else it just won't work. Yeah, I needed this anyway. Looks pretty good. Just trying to like push some of this stuff back. I probably need to do the same for this too. Once that's dry, I'll just kind of like put a little bit of darker paint over the top of that. Push this back at all. I want to leave some contrast in here, but I don't want to like all of the attention to be the background. I want the attention to be right here. So maybe a bit more of this red, like right around here. Look at that bright red. It's looking so much better than it was. The Apple Watch thing or Bob Ross. This is my first time hearing about an Apple Watch thing or something about Bob Ross recently. I learned how to paint from Bob Ross. I don't think I would have picked up oil paints if it wasn't for Bob Ross. I mean, Kevin Hill was really like who I learned the most from, but in terms of just following painting tutorials, I definitely learned a lot from Bob. Do I still have my like Twitch emotes and crap from from before of all my Bob Ross stuff. I did wear a wig, yeah. I still have that wig somewhere. Oh, I see it, yep. Up in my closet. I can see it from where I'm sitting. That was a real wig. That looked really cute. Yeah. Yeah, this thing's great. You ready for this? Throw my webcam on the ground. Stay. Yep. There it is. This is how I should teach all of my tutorials. Alright guys, now we're just gonna paint a happy little skull on a vampire pirate ship. Vampire pirate ships shouldn't stress you out. They should make you happy. Let's give this vampire pirate ship some blood red sails. Nothing wrong with a little bit of blood. That's how Bob Ross would do this one, huh? You gonna make Shannon jealous. A little bit of red right around the edges. That looks pretty cool. Guess you back on stream. Yeah, you too. Good to see ya. Right now my Twitch chat is roasting me with compliments for my wig. My beautiful wig. It's great. This is my Bob Ross wig that I used to wear back in the day. I know you're not roasting. Alright, just a little bit red. Right around where I want the viewer to be drawn. I wore this wig back during a live stream like years ago, like back in my apartment, back before I had a house. I wore that back. It was my Deep Forest tutorial where I did like one of my first live streams, like full uncut live streams, where I just worked on a painting from start to finish in one day. One stream, and I wore that wig through the whole thing. I think through the whole thing. That was a long time ago. Through the whole thing, yep. See, this looks pretty good with this like gradient now. Now there's this like really bright oversaturated red. Oh yay, I got a spam email. Hello, I hope you're doing well. I came across your artwork and it was really moved by your work. It has such depth and feeling. I'm interested in purchasing a few of your photos and wanted what? I'm interested in purchasing a few of your photos and wanted to ask if you're open to selling them. If so, I'd love to discuss details, including how you prefer to handle licensing and ownership. Looking forward to hearing from you. On regards, Terry. It has no subject, and it is an actual email address. Yeah, I'm going to respond. Just be like, any specific paintings you had in mind? And then they're gonna be like, yes, I want an NFT. And I'm gonna be like, I want you to F off. Because that's definitely something that I would say. The only time I've told someone to F off was when they were trying to convince me that AI was inevitable and that what he was doing was the right way or whatever. He's an idiot. That's like the meanest I've ever been to anyone. So he was sitting there trying to convince me that he was like using AI the right way. You're like, well, no, because I'm paying for an artist to trace it. I'm like, you don't. Stream on Twitch and YouTube, haven't seen in like a month or something. When I stream, I usually stream to all of them. So right now I'm streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I don't know if my Instagram is going or not, because I have not seen a single comment from anyone. It doesn't say I'm live on my phone. Yeah, I don't think my Instagram stream is working. And I'm not streaming on TikTok either. But yeah, I just don't stream a lot nowadays. The whole last like month or two I was at conventions, and when I'm at conventions it's really hard to make the time to stream. There we go. A bit more ragged sails. Get that nice like gradient that's going from like around here out. That looks pretty cool. I like that. I think I need to use like the magenta and the Payne's gray. It's like almost a blue-black. And I'll add some like dark areas where it looks like the sail's folding. But yeah, when I stream, I stream on both Twitch and YouTube. It's just easier to reach more people by multi-streaming. Because when one platform, you know, if the stream is dying and there's no one there, all I sit there and think about is like, oh, well, what if I was just streaming on Facebook right now? Or what if I was streaming on YouTube right now? But the way that they designed Streamlabs is now you can stream to all of the platforms at once. for free, and it's like, okay, well, so why wouldn't I? Like, why would I not take advantage of that? It's just free viewership, pretty much. It's just free reach, free advertising. Because some people follow me exclusively on TikTok and on Twitch and on YouTube, and some people prefer watching on Twitch or on YouTube or on Facebook, and so it's like I just know I'll reach more people with my artwork if I am not exclusive to one specific platform. And I'm just one dude. I don't have any sort of exclusivity clauses with any platforms. You can use all platforms, show chats on screen. Yeah, I like having that little alert box up here and on Twitch over here. I like having that so that you guys can like see what y'all are saying, and so I'm not just responding to people and you're like, what are they talking about? That used to be a thing when I was just streaming from my phone onto different platforms. Like I used to have a couple of phones. Like I'd grab an old phone and I would stream with the old phone to Instagram, and I'd stream with another old phone to Twitch, and another one to TikTok, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, why would you say that? And people would be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, this guy just said this bad word in my stream. And they'd be like, oh, what? How did I miss that? I'm like, no, it wasn't on this platform, it was on the other platform. And they'd be like, oh, well, now I just feel like I missed out. I'm like, you did. Drug dealer number of phones, that's right. Yeah, these sales are looking so much better. That is looking great. Got the most brightness right around the face, as if this lightning bolt is like going behind, illuminating these sails, and then if there's another lightning bolt right here, it's lighting this up. I think that looks pretty cool. Trying to get that nice vignette effect of like dark around the sides and really bright right in the middle. I think I do need some darker, like almost black, like for these masts, for the big wooden poles. Should be this brush. This is going to be nice to get this painting finished. It's been sitting here just teasing me for months. It's like, you'll never finish me. It's like the William Dafoe meme. Coward! You'll never finish your painting. No, I don't want to listen to you. You're a coward. You're not actually good at art. Aaron, draw me a Souls-inspired forearm 2 tattoo, and I'll put it on what? You gonna pay me? This person asking for free art. Yeah, who are you? Yeah, 90 followers. Aaron, draw me a Souls-inspired forearm tattoo and I'll put it on. How much you gonna pay me for said tattoo design, okay? You think I am? It's hilarious. It's midnight here, so I can't stay. I'll catch a full stream another time. Night, people. Happy New Year. Here's to 26 being a great year. Yeah, you too. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'm gonna try and stream more over the winter since I'll be home for a little bit. I appreciate you stopping by. Clip your post so more people see it in the feed. I love that Patreon is moving to a more like algorithm based approach. Like it's giving people options to be discovered in the wild. Just finished my dragon painting. Prints will go out to all Print Club members in soon. I would like to send out the Print Club art prints at the end of the month, so that people have like a whole month to get signed up, and I can see like, okay, this person signed up in January, this person signed up in February, and so on. So I'm trying to think of how to do that, because I could send out like a couple of batches. Like I could send out a batch of like January people, and then if people sign up at the end of January, I could send out another batch. Because I don't want someone to like get mad that I'm waiting until the end of the month to send them out, and then people be like, hey, I signed up, 30 days ago. Internal tools to track that kind of thing. Yeah, so I can see like when people signed up, and I can see if they have an active payment. I can see like all that stuff, and so it's pretty helpful. But it is going to be difficult to track if I've already sent something out or not, because I like download the CSV file, which is like, it's just a data file, and so I'll download the data file and then use that to know who needs their prints sent out and whatever. And with adding just a little bit of brown. That works. That actually works, adding a little bit of brown. Just a tiny, tiny bit. I was real nervous to try that. I wanted this like kind of monochromatic bone white vibes across all these, like across the pirate ship, but this actually looks kind of nice with the brown just glazing over the top of that, so it's not just a blue bony pirate ship. Yeah, I like that. It kind of makes the skull stand out a bit. I wonder if I should add like a little bit of Naples yellow. Just like warm it up a little bit. Make this like bone white kind of warmer color. Yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. I dig it. Just a little bit of color in there. He gives subs. Oh. Yeah, any platform is gonna take a little bit, but I don't feel obligated to do anything. I would rather people go and buy prints of my artwork. If anyone wants to help out, I would rather you buy a print or sign up for my print club or something. I like to earn. Is Clifford calling me when I'm streaming? I'm gonna text him and be like, hey, join stream. I'm like, go on YouTube. People who don't, yes, people who don't talk to me for months at a time, and then call me whenever I'm streaming. Leighton does that to me all the time. I'll wait until I like just hit go live, and then I'll be like, hey, pick up your phone. I'm like, bruh, I just go live. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. 2,300 biddies. Is that what Twitch streamers call that? Thanks for the 23,000 biddies. The 2,300,000 biddies. You got to inflate it, right? That's what people do. You make it sound like you got like an obscene amount of bits. That's how you do this Twitch thing, right? Or like when people resub after a certain amount of months, they'd be like, "Hey, thanks for the 37 years being subbed." This looks so much better than it did. So much better. I still feel like I need some sort of, like, this skull is just standing out way too much. I feel like it needs to be part of the ship more. It needs to be balanced out. Maybe more highlight going back. There's something in there to make it get less like, skull in your face. Like the idea of this skull being like grabbed by spikes or something. Playing around with that idea for a second. What if it was like hands like holding the skull like that? That'd be crazy. I don't know how I would create reference for that. Guess I could just do this. So like a thumb. Be like there and a finger. It would need to be with dark paint. Probably a different brush. I don't know. I'll try it with this. If this was any other client, I wouldn't do this, but since this person literally said just like, I want a piece of artwork from you, I'm like, alright, dope. Ugh, like cramping my hand up. I was reading something last night. You'd made bets if everyone would fall asleep or not. Did anyone fall asleep? The paint is too thin. Brush. Something like this. This brush can keep it together. This one might be good. Nobody would take loss and swear us to wear only elf boxers and nothing else. Amazing. Who all all fell asleep though. It ended up being 2 people. Yes, for wings, let's go. I like some good wings. Been really enjoying Wingstop lately. We've got a Wingstop right down the street, and it is just fantastic. Brush isn't doing what I wanted it to do, but it is doing something. It's getting some done. Central and Eastern time zones. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that what was that, Pacific time? That'll get you if you're not used to it. This has a nice texture. Alright, back to these claw fingers. "24 hours. Oh man. Okay, this was like this. The thumb would be over here. And then fingers would be coming up like this. Like thumb. And finger. Looks kind of like something's grabbing his head like that. After the hockey game, I watched I watched Stranger Things all night. That's what. No, Shannon went to bed and I watched Stranger Things. Very exciting. I haven't seen the last episode yet though. Not seen season 5 at all. Nice. Don't get your hopes up too much for it. Like it was definitely like the weakest season so far. I've heard that the finale brings it home though. That's what I've been told. I mean, it got really good by episode 7. I definitely enjoyed it for like the really exciting parts, I guess. So I need like a wrist coming out here. Just like hands. Okay, back to little brush. Kind of cool. It's 12:30 a.m. Oof. Oof. Let's see. Giant sculpture. Oh yeah, the alien one. That one was awesome. Still waiting for the clients to send me a picture of what it looks like on display. I don't know if they've gotten it up on display yet. How long ago? That was just a couple of months ago. The big alien sculpture. It was a life-size xenomorph bust. Me and my buddy Leighton did that one. I designed it, and then he organized the 3D printing side of it. And then I painted it. It seems a little too high up, maybe. Yeah, I'd like to do another project like that. Special pluck. Coffee label of a xenomorph. You alien fan? Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, alien fans are definitely aggressive with how much we love our fandom. Coffee maker prop team used on the ship. Ooh, nice. But no, it costs too much. Yeah. Well, something like that. It's going to be well known that there's value. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to get a hold of something like that. I feel like I need to let that. I need to let that sit. Gosh, I'm so close. I feel like I'm so close with this one. It's just not quite there. Like this, it has the makings for greatness, you know? I feel like it's just not quite there. I need to bring it home. And now Leighton's calling me. I told you, as soon as I'm streaming, that's when people call. And the hand is so big brain. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I just need to figure out how to bring it home. He's inviting me to go see the Stranger Things finale with them. Y'all. Six 6:35 in Overland Park, which means I would need to leave in like 30 minutes. This one. Minutes. It's 5:42. Takes 30 minutes to get there. Yeah, I need to leave. I'll probably end this stream in like 10 minutes. See how much I can get done in 10 minutes before I heads out. This painting is so close. So close. I think it's still gonna need another sitting though. What else? What else? I've been so productive the last couple of days. It's been great. Getting all these paintings and commissions done. Good. That's my goal. I post and I stream so much for, I guess, I'll say like 3 or 4 main reasons. So like I post one because it encourages me to keep going. It encourages other people to keep going. It makes me money. And yeah, I guess that first one is, most of it is that like me streaming keeps me on task, keeps me more motivated to get more done, because I'm like, well, people are watching me. And then being able to inspire other people with what I'm doing, it just kind of, it just goes round and round. Clean, organized so much of the house and start an art project. That's great. That's awesome. I need to get on the exercising thing though. That's my biggest downfall right now. I'm very unhealthy. Yeah, going to see the Stranger Things finale. I guess it's playing in the movie theater. And my buddy Leighton had one of his friends dip out, I guess. He's like, hey, wanna come? I'm like, yeah, that sounds fun. Whoa. All of the chats from Burnthus just came in. Browsing his prints. Yeah, he's got some cool stuff. Now we've been like business partners for a while now. Andy was like in my wedding. We've been good friends for quite some time. Ugh, I feel like I lost a bit of the skull shape. Try and get that back. Yeah, this is going to be much easier to work with once I let it dry for a bit. He's your best man, that's awesome. My best man is now a woman. Or a they. And they think that we don't talk anymore because of that. I'm like, no, we don't talk anymore because you're an a-hole. Because you all of a sudden decided that the world revolved around you and that your friends don't matter. And that hurts. There we go. Got that shape back. Yeah, it was pretty lame. Like, we've been really close friends since, like, we all met, me and Shannon and my friends all met the same day. And so we, like, been through a lot together, but then my friend went through their transition, and Shannon was also going through some hard stuff, and Shannon's like, hey, I need support. And my friend was like, no, I need support. And she's like, alright, I got you. And then she's like, hey, I need support. And my friend's like, no, I need support. I don't want to hear about your support. I'm actually mad at you that you weren't there for me. And she's like, but you just had a death in the family, and I am really struggling with that. My friend's like, well, you should have been there for me. And I'm like, ugh. We had a death in the family, and you're really gonna be like that? He's like, don't call me bruh. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, why would you call me bruh? I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not used to this. Like, I've known you as bruh for almost 10 years, and like, I don't talk to you anymore. I feel like everyone calls men and women bruh, or dude, or homie, or whatever. Like, that's just, like, I will call, like, if I'm working with, like, the children's department at my church or something, or, like, volunteering, be like, alright, dude. It could be, like, a small child role, and I'll be like, hey, dude, what's up? Ready to go play dodgeball? I'm like, it has nothing to do with me trying to be insensitive. I've just known you as my bruh for a long time. Where's my lid? I put my lid somewhere. My lid for my paint palette. it under here. It is not. No. 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 Oh, here it is. It was under a box. Well, for a friendship to reestablish. Yeah. Alright, found the lid. And that concludes the streaming for today because I must head out. Same thing looking for stuff, yeah. It's like, alright, it's not there, it's not there, it's not there. Alright, here's the progress we made today. I was hoping to finish this one, but yep, skull looks pretty cool. Yeah, appreciate y'all keeping me company. 2 tower time, yeah, Stranger Things time, woo!